This is Sachin Sawant. I'm a UK immigration lawyer registered with the OISC at Level 3, Appeals and Advocacy. Today I'm going to talk about list of documents required in support of an application for indefinite leave to remain in the UK on the basis of being in the UK legally for a continuous period of 10 years, long residence. It's also called as a long residence application, 10-year long residence. You can download this list at this link. Click on here, take you indefinitely to remain on 10-year long residence. And once you click, it will download a PDF document and you can take it from there. It has all the links. I will discuss about them. Okay. Main documents. Applicants, all passports used in the past 10 years, current and expired. So all the passport used in the last 10 years are required to be used because that's the only way they can check and match the absences. So the total absence in the last 10 years should not be more than 540 days in total. So that is what they do account. They will also randomly or do a 100% check of all the absences depending on how many absences there are. So they need to see all the passports, all the stamps of entry in the UK. So that's how they will match it. You have to scan all the pages. Several times we filed applications, and if by mistake the client did not give us one page of the passport, I have seen, I got emails from the caseworker asking for that particular page, saying we didn't get the scan of page number 25 of this passport, and then we had to ask the client to scan it, and we emailed it to them. So be mindful of that. Send them all the passports, all the pages back to back, even blank pages. This is a common question every time clients ask, do we send them blank pages? Yes, you do send them blank pages because that's the only way they will understand, come to know that whether all the absences that you put on the application, absences from the UK, match what is in the passport. Second part about absences, try to give as much as possible. I do understand that many times clients ask us they may not remember one or two small trips. If it's just a one trip, maybe usually we refer to that in our cover letter that is suggested. So we make a point of that, we explain it to them, and so that it doesn't end up that you lied on the application. Rather, it is just that you couldn't find any documents or any e-tickets. So the other way to find is to look at e-tickets, electronic tickets and all, and try to match, give them all the absences from the UK. Applicant's current biometric residence card. Yes, so whatever your current visa is, you need to give a copy of that card. Any home office, this is not a requirement, but if you have it in the last 10 years, any visa approvals, any BRP copies and all, copies of them, not originals, you can give it to them, it helps them. Life in the UK test pass. You can book the Life in the UK test at this link. Now the process has changed. They don't give you a certificate. It's just the online reference number which is given, which you need to put in the form. You can give the Life in the UK test as many times as you want. I think they have a 1 week gap. If you fail it once, then you have to wait for 1 week to book another one or something like that. Yeah. Then you can book the test, pass Life in the UK. English language requirement, prove your knowledge. So this is where you will get which countries are required to give all the eligibility. You will get it every year. Then you meet it by a UK degree award. It can be bachelor's or a higher award, at least one. English language test pass certificate at level B1. You can put the certificate reference on the application or give a certificate also, or a previous UK visa application, then it can be used. So usually we deal this with the spouse visas and all who qualify for ILRs at a certain time. If you already used a test certificate for a previous successful UK immigration application, even if it is expired, then you can use it again. So that is one thing, you can do that. Then so, for example, if for a student visa you needed a A2 level, however you provided B1, it might have been 3 years or 5 years ago, but then that application was approved and the minimum requirement may be less than B1, but you did give a B1 test certificate, That certificate usually expires after 2 years, but still you can use the expired certificate again for this application and again also for the citizenship application. You can book the test at this B1. You have it. This is one of the test providers. We have just given it for convenience. There are other test providers also. Documents to prove that the applicant is meeting the compliance requirements for the current visa. This is quite an important requirement for the 10-year long residence application that applicants are not usually aware of. We always see this during our consultations, and we tell the clients to put this because several times we filed applications and then we got queries from the caseworker asking us to provide more documents. For example, if your current visa is on a partner or a residence card, then cohabitation documents for last 2 years to show that the relationship is still existing on the date of application, that they are living together with their partner. So you should be complying with your current visa, whatever that is. If your current visa is a tier 2 general, then 3 months pay slips, bank statements, letter from employer evidencing that you are still working for your sponsor. If your current visa is a tier 4 general student visa, then a letter from the university dated within 28 days of the date of application confirming that they are regularly attending course. This happened to us several times when we did file and we were asked for further evidence. We filed a tier 4 student on a tier 10 year and then we were required this evidence. We also filed another spouse who was having a spouse visa and then he has completed 10 years on some other visas, including some other visas. So we had to provide the cohabitation evidence. They cannot strictly assess the requirements, but they do ask for some evidence. In the past, we also did a tier 1 entrepreneur who had that visa and then she got married to someone. She was on a tier 1 entrepreneur and then we applied her to switch. So on the spouse visa, then they ask for the compliance of the current visa. So the compliance of the current visa is quite an important requirement. So just be mindful of that. So these are all the main requirements. You can download the list. If you want to discuss anything about your case, you can discuss. You can go here. Also, for this 10-year long residence, we also provide a checking service. This is the usual preferred service that I've seen people book. It is checking service 10-year long residence, this one. So it gives you all the details over here, what it covers and all. And you can just book here. You'll see our calendar. You can make the payment and take it from there. It can be a video call. You can also share your documents. You don't need to send it to us. You can send it to us also by email, Google Drive, or any other cloud storage. If you don't want to share any documents with us, then you can also do a screen share. We send you a Google Meet Hangouts, our company's portal. So you can share your screen and we can just see it and we won't have any access to any documents if you want to do that. So either way, so that is all from me. Thank you very much.